We'll give them something good.
Get on right now.
All right, here we go. Welcome to the Just Two Black Brothers podcast. I'm DJ Period. That's my brother popolitickin, and tonight we are joined by the rapper City the Great. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of Brooklyn. What's good?
What's good? Peace.
What's up, bro? Where you at right now?
Right now, I'm in the laboratory of solitude. Yeah, I'm in the studio right now. You know what I'm saying? From Brooklyn, New York. Right now, I'm residing in a remote location. You know what I'm saying?
All right, for sure.
Hey, y'all heard about that New York fan that sued? He sued the Giants and he sued New Jersey Jets because he said that the New Jersey Jets still play in New York, so he sued them.
What did he do?
Because you know how y'all got the New Jersey Nets, right?
We got
but they still play.
We got the Jets playing Jersey.
But I thought
the New York Jets.
Yeah, so he's suing them because they're not playing in New York.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, look, that's one of my that's like one of the worst things I ever do. That's one of the worst things I ever done, man, is to leave. I'm in Brooklyn too. So for me to leave Brooklyn, drive 3 hours because of all that traffic just to get to the stadium and they get their top blown off, then you gotta drive back.
You gotta drive back, don't these out.
You already know they're gonna lose on the way there. So you like, man, why I'm putting myself through this stuff, man?
He was trying to find any way to get his money back home. He's like, I need my money back.
They're not even charging you that much though. So like he tripping. But yeah, man, look, so glad to have you on. You know, we'll just get started, man. I read your bio, so you wrote your first rap. It was called "Fuck School" or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was 9 years old, man, that was after I got introduced to my older cousin introduced me to NWA, and they had fuck the police. So my first rap was "Fuck School." You know what I'm saying?
But you really didn't feel that way, or did you?
I felt that way. Hell yeah, that's why I wrote it.
Why you didn't like school?
I ain't like the teachers at the time. You know, I was a kid. Like
but that's real talk. You got some people who feel like they don't. Look, you got people who ain't go to school and they millionaires.
Yeah.
So I mean, but you ain't gonna tell no parents because they just ain't gonna. They just ain't gonna rock with it, huh? They don't see your vision.
Exactly. That's what got the result of the ass whooping. You know what I mean?
Y'all remember the other song too that parents just don't understand?
Oh yeah, that one.
You used to get in trouble for singing that shit around the house. Shut your ass up.
Yeah. Yeah. So you know, for me, it was like you know, I was a kid. I didn't like school. I know at that time I didn't want to get up, go to school, all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck the police. I had at the age of 9, I had an issue with an officer. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard that song, I felt it. You know what I mean? But the song I wrote as my first rap was based on, you know, my everyday life of at that time as a kid, not wanting to go to school, not liking school. You know what I'm saying?
You had dealt with some loss, right?
Yeah. That was after the fact. Yeah, my mother had, well, first my father had passed. You know what I'm saying? And then some years after that, then my mother passed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those are pivotal times in my life, which drew me closer to the music.
Facts. So who were your early influences?
But
outside of NWA, like was there any other?
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was Cool G Rap, it was Rakim, it was I was getting introduced to Nas. At that time, it's Nasty Nas. You know what I mean? There was Special Ed. There was a lot of artists at that time. Big Daddy Kane. There's a lot of artists that, you know, that influenced me as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I love their style. I like different things about each artist. You know what I mean? So those are my early influences, definitely.
I noticed the show about you right now, but can we just give Nas his flowers?
Oh, we
Man.
got to.
Man, I said, damn, Nas on a roll right now.
Nas, somebody pissed Nas off.
Something happened, huh?
Something
Shit,
happened.
well, it looked like that producer happened to him. Shit, he got a good producer. He in the road now.
Yeah, I feel like Hit Boy, currently the Nas is what Primo at one time was to Nas.
When he first came out. Yeah.
Facts. Yeah, he resurrected him. I mean, he wasn't like he was. It wasn't like he was dead, but it was like, it opened up more ears to him.
But I would say, I think the only thing as far as like Premier and Hit Boy is like, I think Hit Boy sound a little bit more universal. Like Premier is like, that New York boom bap, but Hit Boy, he kind of got more versatile. So that's why I think it's helping Nas too, because it's not like just that New York sound. Like, that's just for New York people. Everybody else is all different coasts over here. So
I think what Hit Boy does is like he can tap into anything that Nas, because Nas is multi-level. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a lot of the time the production or whichever producer he worked with, it's like they want to put him in this certain box.
Facts.
As far as sound. You know what I'm saying? I think that Hit Boy is more or less trying to match whatever Nas's vision is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's happening there. But it's
I think he gonna get it again, man. I seen the nominees. I mean, they all good albums, but it's like he up there with the Tyler the Creator album. It's only like 4 of them. It's like the Tyler the Creator, the J. Cole, Nas, and one other album. So I was like, shit, he fuck around and win another Grammy back to back.
He deserve it, man. He deserve it.
All that work he put in. So yeah, man. So we like to get to know the person we talking to. We know you rap. We know you got some hits out there. We know you do your thing. Man, how you feel about since we were just talking about Nas, how you feel about the Jay-Z versus comment? Is there anybody you would put up there with him?
I mean, put like this. It's a lot of people from his era that I think would give him a nice one. I would like this. I would have loved to see a Nas and Jay-Z.
That shit. How much money they gonna get? They gonna need some dope for that.
Yeah, they would. But you know what else is the thing? Like this, people keep basing these arguments on this hit and it did this on the Billboard. Well, I think Jada already proved multiple times that don't mean nothing.
That don't mean nothing.
It don't mean nothing because think about like this. Nas can pull out "Made You Look Out the Bag." He can pull a lot of stuff out the bag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think it would be a dope version.
Jay versus Nas. I think they ain't entertaining nothing Jay saying right now until they can try to make that happen because nobody want to see anything else other than that one. Myself, I would love to see a Kanye versus Jay. Because if you're doing 20 songs, then Ye can roll with them.
But I was telling people too, man, like people like I think they just be on Jay-Z too hard. Cause I was like, look, man, you gotta look at it like how it is. Like ever since the Black Album, like everything else just been okay. But they still like count all his shit. Like, but if you go from 2010 till now, man, it's like you gotta look at them Futures and people like that. Like Future got some hits. They don't be wanting to claim it. But I was like, man, Jay-Z, that shit kind of old. All his music.
Yeah, but you gotta look at it like this too. Like
Wayne to get him
on the stage. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these records are dope when you play them in the radio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some of these records aren't made to be performed with some of this. They're not. You know what I'm saying? When you sit here and somebody on the microphone dusting your brakes off, and you sitting there looking at the sound man, like, can I get some auto tune?
Because he ain't gonna be able to pull off an imaginary player on the stage.
Yeah.
But even like okay, he played like you got Future and Lil Wayne, but he played Do It Again. Then Future played Diamond Dancing with Drake. Like shit, the young kids gonna like that Diamond Dancing over Do It Again. Like we like Do It Again, but Do It Again came out in like 2005.
Yeah, but think about the audience that's actually gonna be tapped in though. How many little kids?
Right. It ain't gonna be a lot of kids in the building. Ain't gonna be a lot of kids watching.
But I'm saying Future. I'm not saying Future's not necessarily kids. Future is like 30s. That's Future. Like 30 and below.
Oh yeah, we gotta realize we older.
Yeah.
Future I don't think Future and Jay-Z, it's just sonically it wouldn't fit. You know
It
what I'm
wouldn't
saying?
work.
But even I take Future away. Wayne, it's the same thing with Wayne. Like the older people are gonna be saying Jay-Z, but all these younger people, they gonna say Wayne. And then, like you said, if you looking at who really was doing shit since 2005, it's been Wayne. It ain't been Jay-Z. So
Yeah.
But
But
you know what else you gotta look at? You gotta read the room too. What's gonna happen? What would happen is, regardless of how you see it, what matters is not the people that's watching on their phone. What matters really is the people that's sitting in there that paid for them tickets.
right. Because when that Ja Rule and Fat Joe shit happened and Ja Rule pulled out fucking Put It On Me,
Yeah.
all the gangsters like, oh, fuck that song. But then that whole goddamn crowd was singing that damn song.
that's what I'm saying. So you think Jay-Z will get Lil Wayne? If you count features too, you think Jay-Z will get Lil Wayne?
The people in the building affording the tickets.
If they put that shit in New York City, it's a wrap.
They're gonna want to go to the Garden, and half the people, even no matter what, they're gonna just Jay. You know what I'm saying?
All day.
There would have to be an in between somewhere. You know what I mean?
Like a neutral site.
Like that Jay gonna want to. Imagine that. So that's gonna affect the price of the tickets.
Right.
I think that'll be like a moment like Lil Wayne been waiting for forever. So I think Lil Wayne, like, he'll be on his shit for that one. I already know he'll be on this shit for that one. We'll get the.
And they gonna cut his dreads off and shit. Have a fade.
On that because you notice they never really they had some shots. You remember when Lil Wayne was like talking about baby money, I got your baby money. So they throw their shots, but they never went head to head. If they ever go head to head, I think Wayne will be ready for him. That's what I want to see.
We had to see that one. I don't know though.
Yeah, I'd have to really see that. You know what I'm saying? I'd have to see that. I mean, it is only 20 songs, but I'd have to see that.
That's the key about it, because it's only 20, so you could maneuver your way in there and drop some bangers. Like the catalog that they both would be choosing from, 20 songs is easy for either of them.
I would say Kanye and Drake kind of did it smart though. Instead of doing the verses, they just did their own little concert. That was kind of smart how they did it.
But think about it like this. You know, feature wise, like Jay got so many different bags he could pull out. This guy could bring out fucking like rock and roll legends and all, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you think about the features that they could bring out, might shake the crowd up too. You know what I mean? So he got a lot of different bags he could pull out.
Yeah, Wayne could too. I mean, especially if you're doing like they was talking about last year. Man, you gotta look at what Wayne was doing last year. All these features, he was killing it. But he was doing all these young kids, like all the young kids.
No, I think that's key for an artist though.
Yeah.
Like back to just like if you are an artist and you know you've been out for this amount of time, it's smart for you to try to tap in with the youngsters, right?
If you name any of the young artists, he did a song with them. Any of them, he had a feature with them.
Right. I would think as an artist you would want to tap in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it did.
No, go ahead.
I said, yeah. I was looking at you. Said, so what happened after when you wrote F School, and then that's when you knew you wanted to rap, when was that moment where you said, look, man, I'm gonna be a rapper? Cause I know I read it about where you said you had a chance to tap into the mainstream, but you chose to go the indie route. But like, what was that moment where you was like, yo, this is what I'm gonna do?
Pretty much, honestly, I would say after my father died. After my father died, I really grew close. That was the only way I knew how to process emotion subconsciously. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I grew closer to it. So I became more indulged in the culture. You know what I mean? And seeing the bigger artists, like their life. You know what I mean? Like what appeared, the smoke and mirrors of, oh, look how they're living. You know what I'm saying? They're not dealing with these conditions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So not only is it something that I got an emotional attachment to, but also like, oh, this could possibly, get me and my mother and get my family out of this situation. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of drew into the whole thing of like, yo, I could do this for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But the journey is what made me want to go like I could do this myself. You know what I'm saying? Starting to understand the business side of it, the business aspect. Like, yo, so you mean to tell me these people raping some of these things you could just do it yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The simplest stuff. You know, registering your music. Somebody's taking a whole bunch of money out of your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Out of what should be yours, just to freaking get on the computer and just type in the name of your song and how many minutes and everything else in it. and you know what I'm saying? Do that yourself.
Yo, that's funny because my brother's like, you know what it is, man. Like some of us, just black folk, brown folk, you know, we think certain stuff is hard because we never did it, and it's easy. Like, man, like if I go back home right now to I grew up in Sacramento. If I go back home there, man, just something simple as like, yo, I need some NyQuil. My brother would probably be like, yo, I'm gonna just give you the money, man. You run there and get that shit. I'm not getting no damn NyQuil. I'm like, nigga, you just walk in the store, go to the cold aisle, look for the. And I say the same thing happens that these dudes don't know. Look, all you got to do is you could upload the music yourself.
Yeah.
And you could put in who produced it, who did that. You could, man. I see what you're saying with indie rock. We always talk about that on here because it's like if these artists just only know the power they had. But we say the same thing about if black athletes just go to the HBCU.
Hey, I wanted to shout out.
Why you going to Alabama and Miami? You could go to this school and put that shit on the map.
Hey, we had some people in the chat right quick, so I just want to shout them out.
Oh,
okay. It's only right. She talking about. She said she want to see Beyonce on the verses. She said Drake will beat Ye. Then we got Cool Rock. She said my dude City the Great, the real Jay Stroner. So we got
shout out to all of them.
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
Thank y'all for pulling up. But yeah, I mean, if these players and these athletes was like, listen, let's take this shit back. If the rappers, this is our culture. Like I was watching a clip of a white dude doing a podcast, hip hop podcast, and then like they was asking them questions. Somebody asking the host, but he didn't even know certain shit about the history of hip hop. But it's a top podcast in hip hop. You got the top hip hop podcast, but you don't know shit about hip hop.
Yeah.
So like it's stuff where it's like, come on, man, we just really sit back and think about it. Like we should have. It's already a top genre in music.
Yeah.
Because of us. So we should be the ones getting that money, not the people who ain't out there fucking doing the music. I'm rapping. I'm putting my life in danger because you want me to be a trap artist.
Yeah. But
that shit don't make no sense.
it boils down to two people's journey in this game. You know what I'm saying? It goes down to what you go through. A lot of people aren't. They're just like, yo, I just want to get this bag. I just want to fit in, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no particular moral. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna follow suit. They're not gonna go through the struggle. The artist is staying true to his craft. That's you know what I mean, out there in the grit and grind. Like, I'm doing ciphers, I'm doing battles, I'm doing showcases, I'm doing this, I'm doing you out there, you meeting people. I'm pushing my CD like back when dudes just pushing their CD out there and all this other. You know what I mean? They going through the struggle. They going through the grit and grind with it, and you know they might have even met some janky situations where you just get to a point like, yo, nah, I'm not going for this no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus the other person that's just like, yo, it's not that it's handed to him, but it's like, all right, it's as easy as me being like, this is what you want me to do, I'll do anything.
Yeah, you conform it to what they want you to do, so you go get out there faster.
Yeah, as long as you push the envelope, they're gonna put the money in and block off other things and just make the focal point you. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about, I think it goes back to whatever your journey or whatever your struggle is, makes you want to be like, it's like somebody only gonna get punched in the face for so long before you punch them in the face back, right? You know, before you hit back. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I just sometimes that stuff be frustrating to me because you know, just from our platform alone, we get a lot of talented artists, and you always got to ask yourself like, yeah, how come I ain't heard of heard about this person before. Like you coming on here with all the elements of the game. And we never heard of you. And a lot of people never heard of you. So what is this really the game? Because like this is the thing. You had a dude in the hood who could hoop.
Yeah.
But he didn't go to the league.
Yeah.
Was it his fault? Or was it the fault that he went to a smaller school or something? That shouldn't matter. And I mean, in my opinion, like it's just all these different circumstances that it all has trickled over to hip hop too. Because it's like everybody want to be the rapper, but everybody don't know it's money in being the producer. It's money in being the owner. It's money in being this. You ain't gotta be the one in the front.
Yeah, the rapper is just the put it like this. The rapper is the guy who makes the least amount of the money out of the whole situation. I mean, I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? Like,
facts.
You're kind of the guy that makes, because you got to think about by the time you get done with the promoters, the producers, the beats, the engineering,
all the money gone.
You know what I'm saying? Booking shows, the booking agents, the this and that. Your money is scarce.
Right.
You know?
But they don't see that.
Yeah, like so it's a thing of like perception.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The reason I'm not with a major is because I'm not, first of all, you know what I'm saying? I believe things don't happen. Everything happens for a reason, right? Every situation I had that was like, yo, it's on. Every situation, something happened. You know what I'm saying? Something happened that cut in between the situation. That might have cut the situation or whatever the case may be. So, you know, I'm like, yo, I'm all about morals, right? This is my craft. I take it serious. I take the culture serious. So therefore, whatever I create, I'm creating for me. You know what I'm saying? And whoever enjoys the message or gets the message gets it.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? But I got my business in order. So either way, I have a team. You know what I'm saying? Everybody does their part in reaching the success. But when you learn how to do a lot of things yourself, as far as the business aspect and understand the business, you know what is necessary and what's unnecessary. You know what I mean? So people just want to be the guy in the front because on television it looks like, oh, look at his car, you know, look at that, and look at this stuff is not his. It's rented and it's prop money and it's for this video. That's it. After he leaves the video, he's not wearing that.
You gotta give all that back.
That's wardrobe, man. This is like an actor. You know, the guy who plays Wolverine isn't leaving and go home in the Wolverine outfit.
That's a fact.
It's funny you say that because I was watching it was like Rick Ross, and it was an old clip of him in like 2010 at the BET Awards. He had a Fendi jacket on, and the guy was like, "Is that real?" He's like, "Of course not. Of course not." He was like, "That was a Groovy Lou remix." He was like, "They didn't have it in my size back then." I was like, "Man, all the fools be faking. If he was faking it, you know, everybody else probably was faking it."
There's a lot of people faking it, but you know, and then look, there's a lot of artists like that's getting quiet. Like, it's not about being on the front line. I'll give you a perfect example. There's an artist, I like this artist named NF. I don't know if you ever heard of NF, right?
Oh yeah, I heard of him.
Yeah, he like an Eminem on steroids that don't curse. You know what I'm saying? But out of this world, following, goes on tours, everything, doesn't do any features with no artist, and he's you'll never hear him on the radio.
Mm-hmm. But he getting money though.
If you match him up with all of the mainstream artists, it's like, oh, he's same numbers.
Yeah, that's how that dude Russ doing right now. But he just started doing features. But Russ like the same way. Y'all heard of him?
Yeah, I heard of Russ.
Yeah, he was like the same way. He been getting money for a long time.
And Russ is independent. You know what I mean?
But even Russ, I guess they said Russ be like trying to tell other artists how to get it too. If you listen to him, he be helping people out.
Yeah, you don't need no goddamn major deal.
Oh, not no more. Yeah.
You know, one time you did because we didn't have this.
Yeah, Spotify, internet, Zoom, all that shit.
We didn't have none of this. You had to be like, It's either you signed or you trying to sell some shit.
Your ass was on 106 in Park with Bow Wow. Hey, he told he said the BET Awards better honor him and put him in the Hall of Fame. But it's my thing. If you asking to be put in the Hall of Fame,
yeah, I mean, but like I think
that's a problem,
like,
bro. Like I understand you was the dude who video retired on the show and you hosted it, but like you don't need to ask if you got it already.
Yeah, I guess he's just saying like he don't want to wait because they're gonna wait till you get old. So he like don't just.
You want to do that shit while he's still young?
Yeah, cause I mean I'm pretty sure he gonna make it. Probably even Soulja Boy too. Like it's gonna be some of these young people that we like. What the hell? That's gonna make it. Like I would say I know Bow Wow, especially if you going from when he was a kid. Man, he been doing it for a while. Yeah.
Bow Wow been around for a while.
Yeah, so it's people I interview now. They be saying Bow Wow their favorite rapper. I'm like Bow Wow, but if people really he influenced a lot of these people, man. That people don't be want to give him props for.
Yeah, Bow Wow was he was a good
Snoop
kid.
put him on though.
Yeah, I guess the thing about Bow Wow, man, you gotta like give him his props too, because Bow Wow, like compared to a lot of these rappers, he was like more positive. So it was good because he was making people want to rap, but then he wasn't like negative and nothing like that. He's actually somebody good that your kids can watch and follow back. I mean, he kind of different now, but I'm saying when he was actually a kid, he was doing it the right way. So you got, I respect it.
So a lot of the camp that were kids that came from Jermaine Dupri. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was on his label. Crisscross wasn't like illegal.
Right.
You know, illegal. Was it Marley G and Malik? They was wrong.
Yeah, they was wrong. They was more raunchy. Crisscross was like, I missed the bus, jump, all that.
Yeah, he had Lotto too.
Huh? Who?
He signed Mulatto was on her. Well, her name was she was on the show on that rap game show, but she didn't.
She was signed with Jermaine Dupri.
She didn't sign with him. She won the show, but she didn't sign the deal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's when she blew up now. But yeah, she didn't sign the deal.
Yeah, but you figure like the little kids that came from his camp, like you know what I mean?
All them kids.
He pushed a lot of all positive. Yeah. They
got a lot of on that show. That's all it is about little kids. That rap game, it's just all little kids to be on that show. They did 4 seasons.
I tapped into that before.
Yeah.
Working with some younger artists.
Yeah.
You gotta think about the times too. You know what I mean? When all of them was coming out, it wasn't deemed marketable. If a kid was running around talking about I'm gonna knock your head off and you know what
I'm saying? Kid couldn't talk like that back then.
You know what I'm saying?
Now they can.
Yeah, they like I sniffed the line and all this badness and they're like, go for it, do this. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's nuts.
Hey, they be like more real, give me more. Man, look, I was watching it's just funny, man. I like talking about the game because the game be funny. And I like to hear different artists' perspective on it. Like I was watching D. Ray Davis, and he was saying, he said, you got to really step back and look at the shit that they be trying to make you do. He said he auditioned for a role. He said, I'm a hood nigga from Chicago. Nigga, you want me to audition to play the hood nigga? And then when I be the hood nigga, you tell me give you more? Give me more hood. Nigga, how? What you mean? This is me. This is an easy role for me. Matter of fact, I just got through Robin Smile on the way to the audition. How you gonna tell me to be more? Like if you a record label, you got this dude who whatever, you like, nah, man, they ain't street enough for me. How you never been on the street?
Yeah.
How you gonna tell me this ain't more street? This ain't enough street for you?
What they're saying is it's not the image it's not the version that they want portrayed in order to make people act like that. Or be like it.
We say that all the time on here. Them kids, them people who you signed into them deals. I say, look, we wouldn't be surprised if these kids got a clause in their contract where you gotta promote negativity and destruction in the Black community if you want to be on this record label.
Well, they do say in the contract that you're giving up the rights to your professional and personal. That's what's in the contract. So that's what they scared the hell out of me. Personal, bro.
Facts.
Personal. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna take over all your social media. That's what they said. They're gonna control your social media.
Yeah, you belong to them. You know what I'm saying? You belong to them. You signed that contract. You signed that over to them. You know what I'm saying? So you gave them the permission to be inside of your family's situations and everything else. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
who told you to go give out turkeys for Thanksgiving? That ain't part of your damn contract. Nobody told you could do that. That ain't promoting what you put out on your music.
Yeah, it's just that people just got to be aware. You know what I'm saying? Just got to be aware, educate yourself. And for me, I just like to know what I'm getting into. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna walk up into a situation and even as an artist, you know, even like I said, like the artist usually makes the least amount of money because a lot of the time these artists aren't assessing the situation. Like if you don't know nothing about the business side of it, right? Absolutely nothing, right? That's like getting direct deposit at a job and never looking at your pay stub. No clue if your money is right. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with this game. Like if you don't know what any of your what royalties are, what this royalty is, and what that royalty is, or what this means, or what this like, you don't have any clue.
Like you don't understand your pay stub, like you said. Like what's this FICA? What's this?
Like what you gonna say? I think I should get more money. Why? I don't know.
I just don't like the amount I got. Nah, you getting a lot. We just taking a lot.
You don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's all about education. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, you know what I mean? Like the team I built, Certified Nation Entertainment.
I was gonna ask you about the team. So yeah, tell us, man. You know, how'd y'all form that, and who's on the label with you?
All right. Well, it's an entertainment company, so you know, I had the vision for a while, but it was really my wife was really the one who pushed it forward, who pushed me forward to go into it. You know what I mean? And basically, to sum it up, it's a team of professionals, industry professionals from all different backgrounds. And what we're doing is we're not only taking clients to help them. You know, you can get your mixing and mastering, you can get PR service, you can get all these different services. But the thing is that we're educating the artists as well along the way. You know what I'm saying? To empower them so that way they can do this stuff themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing our culture lacks. You know what I mean? Everybody's making it up, and everybody's pushing each other down because everybody's worried about the buck. You know what I mean? But if we did like how some of these networks or some of these other coaches, should we say, some of these other coaches, how they empower each other. You know what I mean? So what we stand for is empowerment. And, you know, we provide these services, but we educate you. You know what I mean? With everything you need in order to make it as an independent artist. You know what I mean?
Y'all doing like press kids, getting people put on certain shows and network and platforms. Yeah, that's dope. We need that in all aspects of our community. You know, like even with college, like our school or job. Like you got some people, they get this big job, they ain't trying to tell nobody how they got their joint. Yeah, they like them. We can't have everybody up here. You know, nah, man, you got to be able to give back.
Yeah, we got to stop asking and start doing. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody thinks that somebody else owes them something too. You know what I mean? I had a conversation before about something like this because it's like, yo, we worry about the next, like, oh, they made it. What about us? Okay, they made it. They grinded to get there. Okay, but what are we doing? We fighting each other, right?
Yeah.
You was walking by. Put it like this: if you worked a job, right, and you knew these people came up to you, they're like, yo, I need a job, you know what I'm saying? And you know these people, and you're like, all right, 9 times 10, like this dude, or he doesn't complain, he likes to get up late, he don't want to do nothing, right? And you got, yo, put me in with your job. You want like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta see if they hire. You be like, I gotta see if they hire right now.
No, you put your reputation on the line, though.
Exactly. So
I'd have been there too, because I'd have did that for one of my boys, and I told him what not to say at the interview, because my boss was really gonna try to put him on. But I said, listen, don't bring up the money, yo, because they want you to want the job for what the job is. They don't want you to say you want the job for the money. But he went in there and was like, they asked him, and I know they asked him. They asked him, you know, why would you want to leave your job for the job? Because he already got a job. So why would you want to leave your job you currently have for this one? Man, this make more money than my job.
That nigga was like, for the money.
my boss called me. She said, frankly, I can't take any more of your referrals. I was like, you played me, yo.
What's your reputation?
Yes, and that's what it is. It's like, yo, you can't be putting everybody on her.
Yeah,
hey, like they said, you can't say you can't be saying free everybody.
I mean, it's about, like I said, it's about wanting to. You can. The best thing you can do for people is give them some knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And let them do what they must. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes that knowledge will make you see what you should be doing. Like, oh, okay. Yo, in fact, I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We gotta stop looking like people owe us something. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing that for too long. We gotta start just doing it ourselves.
I joined the military like that. Somebody, it wasn't from somebody who was in the military, but they was just, sometimes people flash your life in front of your eyes for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they mention this shit, but you like, nah, I ain't doing that. But for some reason, you end up back at that position where they, like my pops took me to the recruiter. I kicked and screamed. I don't want to do this. I'll be good. But it wasn't about you being good. It's about you having something and building something. So a few months later, I'm sitting in the same predicament. Like, I ain't even got shit, really, man. I'm finna go work at Jack and them. Well, I'm gonna work over here at Checkers, flip these burgers, I guess. But then you like, yo, I'm still young enough to where I can go make something happen, do this military thing. So I just call the recruiter on my own. Because what it is even if somebody do tell you what you wrong about, we still got that ego that's gonna be like, man, you can't, how you gonna tell me what to do in my life, man? Blah, 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 blah. But you know you fucked up. You know you ain't doing shit. You like, then you just be like, then you go sneak and call the recruiter and shit, like, yo, man, y'all got any openings in there or whatever. But that's exactly what I did. I act like I ain't need that shit, but I really need some structure. I needed some structure at that point. Because look, like my dad said, nigga, you let the Uncle Sam give you some structure, or the goddamn correction officer gonna give you some structure. So you gonna have to make a choice.
Yeah, you definitely don't want the other choice.
That's a fact. So how'd you link up with Special Ed? He saw you doing all the ciphers and stuff, or what happened?
So my homeboy is Ed's first cousin, right? So for years he was like, yo, you fire, I'm gonna plug you with my cousin Special Ed. And I'm like, man, yeah.
Whatever, huh?
Like, that's not your cousin. Like, what's the odds? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's really the odds? Like, yeah, I was like, yeah, your cousin Special Ed, whatever. So he did a bit. We both did a bit actually, and then I came home and he came home. So when he came home, he like, yo, I'm gonna put you on with Ed. All right, man, here we go with this Ed shit again.
Yeah.
You know? Like, because I never seen him with him. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So we go to the studio or whatever. We was going to Let's Flow studio in Williamsburg. So boom, I'm waiting for the engineer. Engineer gets there a little late. My man sends me this beat. I write to the beat. We go upstairs, lay it down real quick. So my boy Daniel is his name. That's Ed's cousin. So he's like, yo, let me take this joint with me. I'm gonna be with Ed tonight at BB King's.
Like, all right. You took that chance though.
Yeah, I'm like, you taking this too far, but I'm like, here, take it. You know what I mean? Gave him the song. Next day, he hit me up. He's like, yo, I was just with Guys Effects and Ed and all this at BB King's thing, and he was talking about new artists from New York, whatever. And I played your joint, and Ed said, call him. So I'm like, then he gave me the number. So I'm like, oh shit.
You like, oh shit, he gave you the number too.
Yeah, so I called. It's actually Ed. You know what I mean? And he was busy at the moment. We spoke later. You know what I'm saying? We chopped it up. He invited me and my wife out to BB King's for Flex's birthday. Had us on the VIP. Got to meet Buster. Got to meet Kid Capri, a whole bunch of others. It was cool. Um, he enjoyed the music, and he taught me a lot in the game and everything else. You know what I'm saying? And the rest is kind of like history. You know what I'm saying? It's history in the making. Put it like that. Because the journey is still going on. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
But
Yeah,
yeah, that's how we link. You know what I mean?
that's what's up. Yeah, Poe had him on about a few months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, they chopped it up for a little bit on here.
Yeah, he was cool, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think that's what it takes sometimes. It was a long way, look, and like you said, right place at the right time. I knew his cousin.
Yeah.
Because other than that, he probably would have never heard it. But there was but even if he had never heard it, that's the shit I be trying to like drill into people. The fact that he didn't let's say he didn't hear it, but there still was this dope dude out there named City the Great.
Yeah.
That's the fucked up part about the game. It's like, damn, I knew Ed's cousin. Ed hit this, and then Ed said he liked the joint. But he would have liked the joint whether or not I knew his cousin. He just needed to hear my shit.
Yeah, it just needed to make it there.
It got to get there somehow. So it's like, that's why I guess you tell artists to keep grinding, right? It's like I guess you go perfect segue into that. Like, you being in the game now, and you know how long you've been in the game. What is your best one piece of advice that you would give an artist that could be listening to this right now?
Grind, but most importantly, knowledge. You know what I'm saying? The knowledge is going to take you a long way because there's a lot of mistakes that I made along the way. You know what I'm saying? That had I known anything or known better, I wouldn't have. I don't want to say they're a waste of time because they were experiences. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you definitely want to feed yourself with as much knowledge as you can about the game. You know what I'm saying? And the business side of it, and continue grinding and practice your craft. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I practice my craft daily. Like there's not a day when I'm not, doing something that involves this craft. Whether I'm in here in the studio recording or I'm writing. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm rehearsing. There's something that I'm doing that involves this craft because the same thing like how I look at it like this, like how perfect example, how Kobe was with basketball. You know what I'm saying? It's just like ridiculous. It was just like, what are you gonna do with this guy? You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't just natural gift, it was because he practiced at it. You know what I mean? He stayed in training, he kept it serious while everybody else playing. You know what I mean?
He built on the talent that he had naturally.
Exactly.
He built on the natural.
Yeah, he built on what he naturally possessed and just enhanced it. So that's the best thing an artist can do.
But that's the thing. I was gonna say about Kobe too. He started when he was like 5 or 6, so shit. You gotta think of that too.
Yeah, but what about the dude that might have started when he was 5 or 6 is garbage?
I know.
Hey, look. Hey, what they used to say? Hey, we both the same age, so nigga, you had the same amount of time to get your shit together, like I got my shit together. I think a lot of people fall victim to that. Like I think I fell victim to that. I used to rap, shit, but I ain't never like practiced and shit. I just was like, oh, I can rap, and I left it at that. I ain't try to work on the craft. Me and Poe made some songs. We just made it any way we could make it. We ain't putting nothing into it. But I feel like if that was something that if we probably would have like pushed it and practiced it and tried to build upon it, we could have probably did something with it. But so I do agree with that because you could have talent all you want, but if you ain't doing nothing to feed it, if you ain't feeding the talent, because you ain't gonna get by just off the talent alone.
Yeah, nah, you're not. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I mean? One thing about this sport is, you gotta, when you get on a track with somebody else, you know what I'm saying? The competitive edge, how nice you are,
right?
Is how they're gonna try to match you, and how much of a better record you're gonna have. You know what I'm saying? I want when somebody jump on the track with me, feel like they gotta work. I want nobody like, oh, I can just throw this slap this together real quick, and then, you know what I'm saying? And the song is like, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? You don't want to get smoked on your own song at the same time. Like, where it's like,
you going? we didn't had a couple artists on here where it was like, damn, nigga, your featured artist snapped.
Yeah.
And you just came with like a regular verse.
You don't want to get that other artist on the other side of Eminem effect going on.
The Renegade joint? Yeah,
any
you got
joint.
Renegade.
Damn near any joint. You know what I'm saying? It's been more than Renegade.
yeah, you got M on your joint. You like, damn. You like, I gotta let him go. You might look. Do you let that artist go first or last?
I let him go first.
Yeah.
Because he goes last, his verse is gonna be so long, and the way he does it, the thing you gotta respect, he's him. He does him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he goes last. He's playing on first of all, he's playing on the first person's mind because he think like, how is he gonna come? So then they try to kind of match that cadence or whatever. You can't do what he does. You gotta do what you do. You know what I mean? But he's gonna jump on the record. You're gonna try to match up to him, kind of like how when his style come. He's gonna get on. He's doing him regardless. And he's gonna do like 1,000 bars, and they're gonna all be dope, and people gonna forget you was on the song. You know what I'm saying? By the time his verse over, so you going first. I'm not gonna go give it my all. You going last, 1,000 bars, and now nobody remembers it's my song. I'm on it. You know, no.
That's a fact.
He's going first.
We had one of the comments at the beginning before we go. I know she had said she wanted to see Beyonce in the verses. So real quick, before we go into this track, who could match up with Beyonce in the verses?
I already had him. I think Mariah Carey. I think Mariah Carey will get her.
Damn, I don't know about Mariah Carey.
Shit, Mariah Carey will get her.
I don't think Mariah got enough records, yo.
Shit.
She got a lot of songs, but look, like you said, you got to consider the setting. If Versus is this hip hop culture themed event, and you got Beyonce versus Mariah Carey, the people in the audience, for the most part, is probably coming there to see Beyonce.
But no, Mariah Carey, you remember she was one of the first ones to start get on the hip hop.
Yeah, but she ain't been doing nothing recently. Beyonce throw that goddamn Savage remix of Megan Thee Stallion out there. Drunk in Love with Jay-Z.
People build churches for Beyonce. People that make religion after her, all this other, you know what I mean? People ready to kill people over her. Ain't nobody got killed, nobody over Mariah Carey. So that audience definitely, I guarantee you, Beyonce fans will be all through there.
Lawrence said only Rihanna.
Who said that?
Lawrence Jackson. He said Rihanna.
Oh, you said only Rihanna? Ooh. I don't even think, man, look, like I said, you taking 20 of Beyonce's top songs versus 20 of Rihanna's top songs. Beyonce, like, I mean, the crowd will be more even, but I don't think any one of them will be able to drop 20 bangers versus Beyonce.
So you saying Beyonce can really sing better than Mariah Carey?
Oh,
really? Like this?
We didn't say that. We didn't say that. We didn't say that.
They sing it.
You know what I mean? The audience is gonna be biased. Even though she coming in and she could break glasses with her vocals and all that.
Facts.
The people in the crowd is mainly going to probably be there for Beyonce fans are like ride or die. So they're going to bully the whole situation and they're going to be like, nice, but you know what I mean?
Singing better, Mariah Carey has a better voice than Beyonce. But like we saying, when fucking Drunk in Love come on, who cares who sounds better?
Shit.
You better play your best song against that shit because that crowd is going to be, even the dude's gonna be doing that shit. But Mariah Carey got some shit like with the I like the what's the song with it had damn, what's that? Honey had Jadakiss and them on there.
Yeah, fantasy.
Fantasy, but you gonna have to look when ego and shit come on. Me, myself, and I. You gonna have some problems.
I got more number ones than Beyonce do.
He can have all the number ones in the world. What's happening is that I'm telling you is that
that crowd.
Beyonce's fans are gonna bully that situation because they ready. Listen, people ready to kill and die for Beyonce. It was crazy.
She got the Bayhive. Mariah Carey ain't got no goddamn people that walk around and profess they love like them. My daughter in the Beehive. Say something bad about Beyonce if you want to.
Beyonce got like a cult. I'm telling you, like they have a Bible for her. Like that is crazy. So do you imagine if she did a versus in his tickets?
Man,
they going crazy. They all buying them shit.
They all buying them.
If I pull a 50, what 50 did the job that time and buy the extra tickets. So
yeah. He bought the extras, huh? What you say, Paul?
Nah, even I don't know if y'all heard about when Jay-Z was on the Clubhouse. He was saying Beyonce better than Michael Jackson.
Damn.
That's what he was saying.
Hey, I don't want to touch it.
I was like, what about that now?
Michael Jackson was one
like, I don't know about MJ. Beyonce ain't got that much power. MJ had people fainting in the crowd and shit.
That's what I was gonna say. The only man that can step off a plane anywhere in the world and grown men faint.
Huh.
I still remember that part. Do you remember when Michael Jackson was on that crane and that dude got up on that crane with him? So Michael Jackson had to hold him so he couldn't fall. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, she ain't messing with MJ. Not yet.
It's his life to see Michael Jackson that day.
Right.
I don't think there'll ever be a person as famous as Michael Jackson was. I mean, you're talking about anywhere in the world.
Right.
There wasn't like I don't care if it was a Nazi camp. They listen.
They be like, nobody dies today, nigga. We got Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson was a different animal. I don't know.
That's a fact.
He's not famous or whatever. I mean, he was awesome. Incredible musician, incredible dancer. You know what I mean? Incredible performer. You know what I'm saying? So, nah.
Yeah, that's another thing about versus the performance. You ain't beating Michael Jackson, man. You ain't fit out performing no goddamn Michael Jackson on stage.
I was saying that anyway because my whole thing was okay. It wouldn't even be no Beyonce one for Michael Jackson. So it's like, come on now.
No, but that's like people who put Kobe over Michael Jordan. I say, listen. If he emulated Michael Jordan, he didn't do Jordan better than Jordan. So I can't put you over. I can't put you. If you emulate, if I'm trying to rap and I'm calling myself ZJ because I love Jay-Z and I ain't that good. How you gonna sit here and say, oh man, ZJ better than Jay-Z? No, you can't do that. Kobe Bryant emulated Michael Jordan down to everything.
Yeah.
So you can't say, people say, I got Kobe over Jordan. You can't do that. They was the same damn player.
It's the same thing with like, okay, so then like how you had Michael Jordan, it's the same thing with hip hop. Like people be talking about Nas, but it wouldn't have been no Nas for Cool G Rap. So like just like Michael Jordan, if you ain't had no Dr. J, it wouldn't have been no Michael Jordan. So like the more history you know it comes like you know your history, you understand where all of it come from. But a lot of people don't understand it like that. So there
was no Rakim.
Yeah. Well, all of them, yeah. Cool G, all of them, yeah. Even well, I take that back. Actually, Nas got his stuff from Tragedy Gaddafi. That's what Nas got his from. So yeah, Nas Tragedy is the one that started all that like that intelligent gangster rap from Queens.
Yeah. Was he Redhead Kingpin or whatever? Or Intelligent or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's who he used to be before he became Tragedy Gaddafi.
Yeah. I actually had to shout him out. I'd be texting him on my phone trying to get him an interview. So yeah, he might hear.
But yeah, no, that's true though. You can't say you better than the original. I mean, there are some people who, as they become better than the originator, but I do feel like you must do more. If you emulating someone, you must do more. Like that's just my thing. So I would probably never have Kobe Bryant above Jordan in my top 5. all time. But yeah, man, I wanted to get into this track before we get out of here. So I got the I was gonna get into this Day One track, man. If you can let us know what it's about before we play it for the people.
Yeah, Day One. So Day One.
Or if you got another song you want, we can play that one. But you did send us Day One.
We got the single off the album, which is Take Two Steps.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we could get that one.
Take Two Steps. Album drops January 8th, this Saturday. You know what I'm saying? We got the album dropping. Got features from Special Ed, Cool Rock Ski, Mickey Fax, you know, a whole certified team. And yeah, that's the Wordsmith drops. And we're also dropping a mixtape, Respectfully Yours, which I got the certified team, of course, on it, and I got a feature from Crooked Eye as well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and while we at it, we'll be live. Release party and my B-Day bash this Saturday at Kama Sutra NYC. That's on 51 First Avenue. You know what I mean? So pull up. You know
all right, shout out everybody in the chat, man. Shout out my boy Lawrence Jackson. Anybody out there that's rocking with us tonight, man. We got the homie City the Great. Shout out Certified Nation Entertainment. We're gonna let y'all hear this Take Two Steps. Y'all listen to it right now. It's just two black brothers. Let's go. All right.
It's a menace beat.
Take two steps and stance. Now we do my dance. Take two steps and stance. Now we do my dance. Get that, got that, got the whole gang in this. Turn that, top Mac, turn it up, bang and shit. Like it's your favorite shit. Take two steps and stand. Now we do my dance. Right now I came to rock. This is your bang for blocks. Dreamy who think they hot. This is the cannon pot. People the game I drive. Do it like underlay. Won't see another day. If you bring trouble, eh? Oh, what a fucking shame. This how we huddle gang. Make it rain. Welcome to Puddle Gang. Shove them another lane. Other hill. Feel like the fucking king. Jingling, jingling. She just one ding-a-ling. Singling, mingling. But back to the anchor lane. I'm about to kill this thing. Anybody, any situation. Fire flow with some lituation. Decimation and assimilation. You ain't make it until they hating. Crystal Lake and I'm feeling Jason. How the doctor don't deal with patients. How the doctor don't deal with patients. Never clear with my mental thinking. Never clear with my mental thinking. Whoa. Take two steps and stance. Now we do my dance. Take two steps and stance. Now we do my dance. Get that, got that, got the old gang in this. Turn that, top Mac, turn it up, bang shit. Like it's your favorite shit. Take two steps and stand. Now we do my dance. You should just play the low. Whoa, now I ain't made the fold. Oh, this is a janky road code. Why would you say we bros? No, we ain't exchanging roles. No, try to get the odds in the ending. Everything I've been inventing, everything flies in the wind chain. Big game, insane. I'd rather lock myself in this cave. Spit A, so sick, iller than most. Killing with smoke, killing not drilling no fold. I am the crease in the fold, the bullet released from the fold. The secret that Jesus would know. Maybe you nick with the flow. Candyman couldn't get away with speaking my name, even in speaking it low. I am as deep as it goes. Follow the leader, suppose the leader was Jones. I am the reaper, killing the clones, still in the zone. You wasn't built from the bones. Work to kill, I kill him with stones. Work to kill, I kill him with stones. Whoa. Take two steps and stance. Now we do my dance. Take two steps and stance. Now we do my dance. Get that, got that, got the whole gang in this. Turn that, top Mac, turn it up, bang and shit. like it's your favorite shit. Take 2 steps and stand.
Take 2 steps and stand.
Now we do my dance. Now we do my dance.
Yo, yeah, there we go. Y'all got to dance to it already too?
Hey man, I'll find out Saturday.
I said, I know what dance I be doing. I do a 2-step. I'm old. I got a cold little 2-step I be doing to that joint.
Yeah, that's what it was about. We had a challenge going on too. At one point, you know what I'm saying? It's just like just something for people to have fun. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, nice little dance track. I said, and the beat that should have me. I thought it felt like a Pop Smoke beat or something.
It's a drill.
The beat hard. Yeah, the drill beat, huh?
Yeah. So what I did was I wanted to do something different with the drill. You know what I mean? We ain't got to talk about killing it, all this magic. I mean, let's make it have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny? You smart though, because somebody gonna hear that and be like, "The hell?" Then they gonna be like, "Oh, okay." Cause or you gonna look, you gonna be at somebody cookout and you gonna play the beat and they gonna say, "Nah, turn that shit off. That ain't this type of crowd, bruh." But then they gonna hear you talk about dancing. Cause I DJ'd a bridal shower and I went to turn on a beat. They told me to turn that shit off, but I was like, "Nah, just give it a minute." And then they was like, "Okay, it's cool." It was actually it was the Kanye, because they church people, so it was the Kanye West Sunday Service album, but it started with they redid the So Anxious by Genuine. So when the beat came on, they thought it was gonna be 9 o'clock all alone. They was like, nah, but then it was them doing the Christian version of it. So now everybody want to know what album it is. Oh, what's that? Y'all just telling me don't play that joint. But yeah, they hear that drill beat come on, they like, oh shit, what he trying to do? But then they see, we about to dance.
Yeah. And then give them some lyrics, you know what I mean? Some substance in between rather than just two words here and 3 words there, you know what I'm saying?
And you got all the guns in the song and shit. I'd be like, come on, man. You the first verse you had a Mac 11. The second verse you shot somebody with the 9. Then you would have put out your Uzi.
You know what I'm saying?
You put all the guns on this joint.
Yeah, that's what I was like, you know, I stay away from that, you know what I mean? Like, it's all about the craft, creation, you know what I'm saying?
Facts. Po, you got anything before we get out of here?
Yeah, man, you know, once again to reiterate, January 8th, look for the Wordsmith, all platforms, respectfully yours, all platforms, and the team and I, along with a bunch of other legends and pop-up guests, will be at Karma Sutra NYC, 51 First Avenue NYC. You know what I'm saying? So pull up Saturday.
They gotta wear masks?
Oh yeah, you definitely gotta wear a mask, you know what I'm saying?
So you
want to dance with Omarion, you know what I'm saying?
I already danced with that motherfucker. That's why I asked shit. I'm like, yo. I said, man, I'm finna shit. I'm going through the end results of this shit now. That's why I be coughing, man. I'm like, shit ain't no joke. I be trying to tell people don't believe it's real. I'm like, now I can tell them.
Man, I bought my tickets to that thing in LA, but I ain't gonna even go. I'm just gonna charge that to the game.
Yeah, don't go to that joint.
In the air.
It ain't even worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing ain't no joke. You know what I mean? I had the beginning one. You know what I mean?
Oh, you had the one where you couldn't breathe.
Well, I was able to breathe. The only problem I was having, I couldn't. I was getting the chills, you know, the fever. Couldn't taste food. Damn. Which that was the worst, because imagine you sitting there, you got this good looking food, you biting and chewing and something. Like you just annoyed, you mad, you know what I mean? That's the one I had to deal with. But you know, yeah, facts. Definitely, you know, definitely want to mask up. You can come through. practice safety. You know what I'm saying?
Let everybody know how they can find you on your social media.
Yeah, you can find me on any platform you want to find me. It's gonna be my name, City the Great, CITYTHEGREAT. You know what I mean? On all platforms. You know what I mean? Shout out. I want to give some shout outs. Definitely got to shout y'all out on this platform for having me tonight. Had a good time, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Definitely got to shout out my wife upstairs right now. You know what I mean? Watching. I'm sure she better be tuned in. You know what I mean? I need a massage. Right here. But yeah, shout out to my wife, shout out to my kids. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my certified Nation Entertainment team. You know what I mean? It's a list that I'm gonna name it. You know what I mean? Shout out to It's Only Right. Shout out to Pen Game Classic. Shout out to Samantha Lavelle. Shout out to Cool Ride Ski. Shout out to J Law, aka Hendrix, or really Aka Hendrix. You know what I mean? James Taylor, Jackie Grace, Honey Stacks, Pen Game Classic, if I ain't saying it already. King Bash, you know what I'm saying? Definitely gotta give a shout out to the big homie Special Ed, Sim Media in the building. And you know, shout out to everybody out there that rock with us tonight.
Yeah, had them pull up, had the team pull up, man. We'd love to talk to all of them if they down for it. Shit, you know, we don't discriminate, man. You know, we try to put everybody out there that got something to give to the game.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. You know what I mean? We definitely going to get that together. You know what I'm saying? Have
Sure.
you know, people reach out to each other. And
we got a CNE party on the podcast. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Y'all, hey, look, man, we gonna start coming up with a lot of stuff down in the works. Man, we gonna try to get labeled, you know, get teams together and have like our own little verses on here. So like it ain't all about the mainstream artists. We could come on here. We can't call it verses, but shit, you want to come on and you want to have another one of the artists come on. It's a friendly thing. We do 5-10 songs each, and we had an audience vote.
Yeah,
something like that.
That'll be beautiful.
Iron sharpens iron.
It definitely does. You know what I mean? You know, definitely. I know my team would definitely be ready. We got a nice catalog. You know.
Nice, we can get some other labels. Y'all can go against them or something. We got a lot of people we didn't dealt with. So I know some people want to get down with that. Give it a little prize at the end. Me and Poe will work it out.
Oh yeah. Hey, it's all part of the sport. You know what I'm saying? Build respect for each other, and those situations can turn to multiple different collaborations that can turn to some beautiful creation.
All day.
You know what I mean? That's what it's about.
All right, bro. We appreciate you.